What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Greg M here, live on the go with your sports update, track and field. And I'm going to start with this article here. Of course, US Olympic track and field trials, Noah Lyles, Sha'Carri Richardson, sprint to Paris with high expectation. But I'm going to talk a little bit about what this article is going into here. Of course, you see the title. This is Yahoo Sports, and you see the author there. But you see that guy over there in that what color you want to call it, no, purple or whatever. I'm not good with naming colors. Kenny Bednarek, and the article says here, Kenny Bednarek finally appeared poised to upstage his biggest rival, the perpetually overlooked American sprinter, to open a gap on Noah Lyles last Saturday as they rounded the curve in the men's 200-meter finals at the US Olympic trials. Bednarek could have been distraught when he failed to hold his form late in the race and Lyles surged past him. He could have fumed over how the race mirrored the previous weekend 100-meter finals when he also finished a close second to Lyles. Instead, Bednarek chose to focus on the bigger picture. He had lowered his personal best time in the 100 and the 200 and qualified for the Olympics in both races. He'd get another crack at Lyles later this summer in Paris when it really counted. I'm healthy and dangerous, a grinning Bednarek said. That's all I can ask for. With those words, Bednarek might as well have been summing up the state of USA track and field as athletes scatter after Olympic trials. Over 9 compelling, record-breaking days in Eugene, high-profile stars solidified themselves as medal favorites and a new generation of fresh talent emerged. You can see there the top 3 200-meter runner. Lyles, Bednarek, Aaron Knighton. Of course, Aaron Knighton still got a cloud over his head with this recent doping thing. I've been hearing rumors that WADA might take up the case. I don't know if they're going to take it up before the Olympics or after the Olympics. Just to touch on that. But all these different, some people getting caught and banned 4 years. Some 1 year, especially when you find banned substance, performance enhancing drugs in your system. Knighton was found with that, but they said it was no fault. It's some kind of meat that he was eating. He must have been eating that meat every day, 2-3 times a day. But anyway, I'll follow that through later on if I hear anything. But Bednarek, I think, is the one man right now, unless somebody else step up into the 1960s or 5. Maybe Let's See the Tobago. Anybody know what Let's See the Tobago ran at his Olympic trials? I heard that when I was listening to the US trials, because I hear Otto Bolin say Let's See false started out of his 100, but I didn't hear nothing about his 200 time. If anybody knows what Let's See ran lately in the 200, let me know. I know he's going through mourning still because I think his mother died, and so all that might have still been affecting him, But I'm going to be bold to say Bednarek is going to pull off an upset. Stop short of anyone else stepping up. But right now, I see Bednarek as the man to step up and beat Noah Lyles. At first I was saying let's see Little Tobago, but he's probably dealing with a lot of distractions right now. And unless he gets refocused and come back strong at the Olympics in Paris. So a lot going on in track and field, So we have to go watch this space because the 200 meters is going to be exciting too. And we have to watch the rounds, of course, at the Olympics to see how all the top athletes manage their rounds and what kind of times they're running, especially come semifinals, and then we can know how hot this thing is going to be in the finals. All right, so let's move on to something else. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now I want to talk about this lady here, Sydney McLaughlin Levrone. 50.65. She broke her previous world record. What I think was 50.69. This lady, has run fast 200s this year. She ran a fast 400. I think the world fastest 400 time, 48.7 something. The only other woman that ran sub 49 is Nikisha Price from Jamaica and Arkansas, University of Arkansas. I'm wondering, right now, nobody can beat her. Nobody. Until I see, somebody, I'm going to hold my opinion as far as for later on, reserve it for later on again to maybe come back to see if I can update that thought process. But until then, until somebody comes out and run 50.9 or 50.8, right? It has to be that to challenge her. I think even if Sydney McLaughlin is not in tip-top form, she can still run like a 51.2 or, you know what I'm saying? In her worst day. Which she can still win gold with that. Because that's what Funky Ball is running. Funky Ball has not touched, I don't think she touched 51 this year yet. Let me know again if I'm wrong. I hadn't really looked up her stats. I just wanted to focus on this lady a little bit. I think she made a mistake coming back in the 400. She should have known her skill level that nobody is going to touch her, especially after this. I think she should have ran the 400 and pushed for a new challenge. And run the 400 at the Olympics. Push to be the first woman to go sub 48. Because I think she got that capability. This woman can run 100, 200, 400, 4x4, 4x1. She can run 110 hurdles too. 100 meter hurdles. Maybe she can run 110 hurdles with the men too. Who knows? Somebody had said I was watching a fellow YouTuber and him saying thinks she might be the first lady to run sub 50 in the hurdles. Maybe that's her challenge. She chose to challenge herself in the 400 hurdles to be the first woman to go sub 50. I don't think she's going to get there. For her to get there, the other women would have to be running 50 points also. Like 50.8s, 50.7s. At least 2 other women have to be in that race that run in the 50 points. By herself, this is probably the best she can do. Because no matter how good she is, sometimes when you get to a point, you can't push yourself past that. You have to get someone else to push you. So until that time, I'm not going to say she's going to run sub 49 in the hurdles. It's probably possible with other women close in times running that kind of time. Just like in the men's 400 meter hurdles, you got 3 or 4 guys running low 47s to low 46s. They can push each other to a 45 again. Maybe broke Warholm world record. Without that, sometimes you can't get to that goal. But I think she should have run that 400 instead. Because she probably would have, based on how she ran this, she probably would have ran a 48.2 at the US Olympic trials and then set her mark to go 47 at the Olympics. But, maybe I'm wrong, who knows? She sets her own goals. That's just my opinion. When we do these videos, we're just giving our opinion, our breakdown, our analysis. Based on what we see, some people do stats, they get real technical. I go by my experience as a former athlete. I used to run 400 too. I ran collegiate, I ran for Jamaica and 2 Olympics. I know what the training involves. I know what it takes to peak and break up your race in phases and what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe not in my earlier days I knew that, but as I studied the sport, I learned. As I moved through the collegiate scene and took courses and stuff like that. Took the level 1 training course for track and field to learn some more in-depth insights, and then I continued to research and watch, because my experience, I can kind of gauge things a little bit better than somebody who has no experience, even though everybody's now an expert, even people that wasn't an athlete. But in the age of the internet and social media, and you can do your research and come up with your own analysis. But anyway, what y'all think? Y'all think she should have run the 400 meter instead of the 400 hurdles? Because nobody can touch her, man. That's just, what kind of challenge is that? She knows she's going to win now at this point. Unless Funky Ball run a race this weekend or something and run a 50.8, and then we can say, oh, well, let's see how that's going to come down. But I think what she might do is run a 400 after the Olympics. But she's going to be tired. She probably won't be able to get that 47. But I think while you're on the top of your game now, you should give it a try. It's a challenge, and it's not like she can't She has not performed well in this event, and now she decides that she's going to take that on as a challenge. She see if she can meet the standards. She already showed the standards. It's kind of like we're saying, if Usain Bolt had ran the 400, he could have broken the world record. Probably the first man to run 42.9 or 42.8 with the speed that he had. But you know, we come to find out he doesn't like training for the 400, even though he ran it as a younger, in his younger days, you know, high school days and in his early 20s, I think. But anyway, that's my thought on that. Let me move on to the next thing again now. We're looking at Jamaica women. We already know, you know, that Shericka Jackson won, you know, her 100 meter, right? Not in the 10.65 that she was running last year. You know, she in the 10 years right now, but look at, she's still working on peaking. Her 200 form wasn't as great, but Akira Nugent set a national record, 12.28, age 22, it says here, right? Win legal, fastest Jamaican woman right now in the 100 meter hurdles. And I just want to talk about her because she's been up and coming, you know. She's had some little ups and downs in her breakout to the professional scene. Danielle Williams got second with 12.53. She's a veteran. You can see she's age 32, so she's probably on her way to retiring in the next couple of years. She might give it another 2 years. Sure, she might try and hang all the way to the next Olympics. But, you know, as you get older, it's tough to keep up that kind of performance in such a technical race, you know. Janique Brown, 12.61. And then Megan Tapper finished fourth. Let me clear that. Megan Tapper finished fourth. Anika Wilson, 12.70. But you see the top three teams there. And you know, the second, you know, Williams could still improve. Janique Brown, you know, it's all technical race. This race is who execute the best. You could be in top running form, fit. But you start hitting the hurdles or you come out that blocks, get left in the blocks. Because you have to, you know, execute going over those races. It's so technical, you have to get it done perfect. Hard to come back. And of course, you're not going to get a good time either. But big ups to Akira Nugent, my homegirl. National record. Now the men's 200, we have a young guy here. Brian Lavelle, 21. To me, surprise. You know, I thought maybe Andrew Hudson was going to beat him because he's been showing flashes of the next 200 meter runner to represent Jamaica. You know, running 20.02. And Brian Lavelle now, 21, come out 19.97. So there's some hope for Jamaica. The problem we have now is consistency and continued improvement. Is he going to go down that track? Let's see. And that's the Olympic qualifying standard. He ran 19.97. He saw Olympic qualifier also for Andrew Hudson. And that's it. It says PR by Andrew Hudson. I'm surprised it don't say PR for Brian Lavelle. Shouldn't that be a PR? I don't know that he has ran 19 anything before. Or maybe he has. Somebody let me know. The rest of the guys, 20 point, Javari Thomas 20.32, and the rest is 20.4. So, you know, and 5 and 6. Those are not a factor coming these days. When the world is running hot, you know, you got to be in the mix, in the heat. And Brian Lavelle and Andrew Hudson, if they can improve, you know, they'll get to the finals. Now, if will they get a medal? No. They will reach the final, possibly. But the thing about it, they are going to have to show some improvement in the next 30 days. Maybe get one race in before the Olympics to see where they're at. You know. And that would have to be either this weekend or next weekend. And then go back to the tweaking process and sharpening up process. And right now, they're probably taking a few days. You know, they're probably getting ready to get back into their workout again, maybe, you know, Wednesday or Thursday, just gradually start off slow, go through the weekend, Saturday, maybe rest again Sunday, and then come back full ready to go full blast with fine tuning come Monday and all the way down to the Olympics. So That's my story on that. But I want to talk about this next guy here. And stand by for him. Kishane Thompson, 100-meter winner, Jamaica National Finals, right? 9.77. You think he's thinking 9.55 in his mind? Or maybe not. I'm thinking if he put it together, depending on how he looks, if he gets in like a 9.65 before the Olympics, maybe one race before the Olympics, you know, it's not hard to think about maybe getting to 9.55. You know, I'm just throwing that in there for fun. You know what I'm saying? 9.55. That 9.58 by Usain Bolt ain't no joke, you know, man. That's not no joke. But this guy has not run that many races either. And he's talking about he don't know how to control his speed. He tried to slow down, and he was trying to slow down from 70. I mean, imagine he's trying to slow down, so that means you're slowing down, but your body not letting you slow down. You know, the momentum is just what I think that you're not really pushing it. It's just your momentum carrying you through without you pushing it. That makes him dangerous. Let's see if he can stay consistent. But I'm gonna have a video clip of his interview at the end of this video, so you can check him out and tell me what you think. Check him out and tell me what you think. He seems to be a very humble guy, you know, and he, you know, can see him thinking about his, you know, what he has to do or say. You know, his thought process was, you know, not just blurting out stuff, but he's humble and carefully putting out, you know, where he thinks he should be and his possibilities and all that. You know, but it's the first time I really see him sit down and talk. I'm not living in Jamaica to follow him all the time, so only when I see the news or information come out about him, like something like this, like YouTube. But I thought it was an interesting interview. He's going to be dangerous. It's no clear lock for Noah Lyles and even Bednarek. You know, so, and they're going to, you know, being that they want to set records in the 100 and be the first to double and all that, they're going to have the fitness of Usain Bolt to be able to repeat 100 and 200. And I think it's going to be challenging. But we'll see. Anything is possible these days. But check out this interview later on. All right. And anyway, so I think that's it for now. I was going to say something else, but don't really have nothing else to add. Like, share, and subscribe. Help me out. Push my videos up the YouTube universe. I appreciate all the subscribers I have and those who listen. And would love to get to 1,000, but if I don't, I'm still going to be doing this. I do it for fun anyway, and to help my little part in promoting track and field. Yeah. So anyway, with that said, with that said, that's it for now. Until next time, we'll be watching this space all the way up to Paris, France. All right, take it easy, all. Next time.